Hey there, Coachella Valley. Willie with Smart Tech Security here, and today we're here to show you some security and automation how-tos. Hey, Coachella Valley. Willie here with Smart Tech Security, and today for episode 7, I have alongside me our sturdy as ever SONOS S1. This is one of our more entry-level speakers, but today I wanted to show you guys the products we work with in Sonos, because we're going to be diving into the app itself to show you future customers or current customers how exactly you want to maneuver yourself through the Sonos app. So let's go ahead and get to it. All right, and we are back. Now, a little quick tip for all you iPhone, Apple users out there. If you hit the bottom of the screen where it says search, you can actually find the app we're looking for. That's been kind of helpful for a lot of people that have a bunch of apps going on. It's a quick way to find it. So I've got my Sonos app opened up. Here I just have my one speaker that was shown in the intro, my Office Sonos One speaker. So it's going to be found there. Now, if I go to the bottom right hand corner, this is going to give me some options. So what I actually want to start with is services and voice. This is where you can go to actually tie in your Google or Alexa assistant. Sonos does have their own, but there have been some issues in terms of playing music through the Sonos voice app. So I do recommend sticking with Google or Alexa for the time being. And it's just as easy as clicking add a voice assistant, select which one you want, and log yourself into the respective account associated with your Google Assistant or Amazon Alexa. That's been super helpful because it can actually act as an Alexa Echo Dot node, as you're more commonly used to, but the sound output is obviously way better than any Alexa product on the market right now. Same with Google. So if I go back from there, you can also add, it shows here where we can add a service like Spotify and stuff like that, but I'm actually going to show you a better, more efficient way of connecting to your speakers later on. So if I go back, we have system here. This is going to show me my products. I have my Office. Now if I connect to that and I scroll down, we'll see we have EQ. This is where I can go to self-adjust bass and treble. Sometimes I like to get a little bass boosted depending on what we're listening to, right? But for right now, all of my levels are dialed down to their norms. Volume limit, you can always set this. So if somebody else is wanting to use your system, you can actually control how loud they're playing through your Sonos system, which is pretty cool. And then True Play. True Play is really cool. This is going to be a little bit of a process, which we might show you in a later video, but I do love it. What it does is it takes your phone microphone and listens to the sounds emitted from the speaker itself, making you move around the room with that phone to really kind of tell your speaker what environment it's in. So I highly recommend that. You can continue, you just follow the steps. Super great. I love it. It gets the speaker really calibrated to its environment, which I think is crucial. And with how easy it is, why not? So from there, you can adjust the name. You can always customize your name, but Office is pretty standard for us. Let's see what else. Status light, you can toggle that on and off. Touch controls, you can toggle that on and off. What that's going to do is it's going to dim the light on the speaker itself. It has a little indicator light. And then the touch controls, it'll actually deactivate those touch controls. So that way, if somebody accidentally touches the top of it or put something on top of the speaker, it's not going to change songs or change volume or play pause. It's just going to eliminate those, so it's only controlled through the phone. I find that to be pretty helpful. So if we back out of there, you can go through, you have AirPlay settings, you don't really have to mess with that. Alarms are cool. You can always set up an alarm from the device itself, which obviously is going to be a little heavier on the morning than your normal iPhone, but to each their own. Outside of that, we don't really have anything else here in system. I would say if you wanted to, you could go and mess with the My Sonos app here, just to kind of custom tune or tailor whatever songs you play frequently. Also, what I wanted to note is if I select on my speaker here, and down in the bottom right, there's that square with the arrow in it. that'll actually allow me to add multiple speakers into one group. So that way I could have my living room, my office, my kitchen all playing the same thing. And they all have their individual volume levels for you to adjust. Now in my application, I just have the one speaker, so we're not going to be able to see that yet. But I do plan on having some fun with this in the future, later episodes, so stay tuned for when we have a full system built up. Cool. Outside of that, that's our Sonos app. Now, I will say, me personally, I get my products added to that. I might adjust the bass or something to that tune. But once everything is established with the Sonos app, I don't really navigate to it very often. I'll tell you what I will do is open up whatever my favorite music streaming app is, which is going to be Apple Music here. Once I have something playing like I do now, in the bottom of the screen, it might be different depending on whatever music service you're using, but it's pretty unanimous, this little AirPlay button here. If I tap on that, that'll give me my Office speaker. So I can actually tap on the Office, and that'll automatically connect to my Sonos speaker without me even having to go to the app. So if you have a Sonos product, just know once you get the app dialed in, once your speakers work in the way you want it, you don't really have to go back to the app for much else, maybe to group up some other speakers. But from here, we just, hit our AirPlay, connect to our speaker, and away we go. Now that's everything for today for the basic overview of the Sonos app. Tried to keep it quick and painless. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please give me some comments or questions on anything I missed or anything you guys want to see going forward in this Sonos series that we have kicked up. Thanks again, and as always, stay safe, Coachella Valley.